Hi, welcome guys to Fauna Marin TV channel. And what we do today is the best food for your reef tank, whichever you can have. We just make the German version of this video, so we try to figure out now to change the languages. I hope you will understand everything. And what we do today is make your own fish food for corals and fish. And I will show you a recipe and a way how to do it proper and which advantages you will have on all this type of food. A new product what we have is a do-it-yourself own food kit, and this food kit contains ice cube tray, which is in Germany, Europe, everybody has this in the kitchen.
How is it called in German?
Eiswürfelbehälter. That's a German word, to forget it. So what we do is we make our own frozen food. For this we use these ice cube trays. The reason behind is that we can mix the food how we want it. We can add all the parts inside which are necessary and important for the corals and your fish. And you can choose your source, what you use, you can source away. The main ingredients what we use for that is seafood mix. The most who knows seafood pizza, they know where to get it, so you will find it in every store. The important thing is that you get the natural one, not cooked, not add some flavors or whatever, which they add today in food. And take the cheapest one, which is the naturally. It's behind of squid, mussels and shrimp. As soon as you get it, you defrost a little bit, so let it cool, stay cool. And you can also add some nori pipes or algae, which you like, and then you cut in small pieces. You know, be aware of sharp knives. And you try to make a small mixture between all the ingredients you have. So, like I said, we do the German version, so I prepare before, like it has to look out. Very important is now that we need to refrigerate all that part of different parts of small particles. Some we let big, some we make very small. The reason is for the small fish, for the big fish, and the big parts, like the squid parts, are very interesting for many fish that they can act and fight about the parts like they do in nature. So they have to do work for the food. This is very good for them because then they are not boring in the reef tank, which is really for fishes. I know many people don't believe, but in zoological gardens, if they close it, the fishes, they die for boring. This is really a big problem. So for that, for fishes and for other creatures in our reef tanks, it's very important they can fight for the food. For them, it's fun. After that, we put it in a bucket or whatever you have. And then we do a mixture between some of the plankton. We use for that ocean plankton, which is a calanus, a natural plankton from the Arctic Sea. That we put in. We put a coral plankton, which is for the corals. It's very fine and very high saturated with fatty acids and proteins. Also that comes in. Now it depends. If you like more to do for fishes, then you can add some granule food. For the LPS corals, for something like that, you can add the granules for the corals. And at the end, we put the Food Energizer inside. Here is containing all the vitamins and the antioxidant, which helps to prevent that the food becomes bad. A little bit is enough. For 1 pound of food, you use a few drops. That's enough. This keeps the food fresh and don't let the oxygen inside the fat, so all the mixture becomes not rotten very fast, so you can work properly with that. The other thing is at the end, it's a special product which calls Mines. That's also a part of plankton, a natural plankton. The reason why you do the food better outside and not in the kitchen, because this food is very strong, very concentrated, and it smells for fishes and corals great, but for us it's not the hit. So add also some drops and that's it. Shake well. And now you see that we have a little bit of juice. We have different particles inside in a mixture of algae and different food parts. Now we use the ice cubes, fill them. You can make so many you want. So we can use now the one. Depending on the need of your aquarium, you can add a different amount of food, what you like. So at the end, you use fresh water, not seawater, you use fresh water, and put them and fill the cubes. So now you can put it to the freezer, and after 24 hours, it's ready to use. You can hold it in the freezer for about 6 months, 7 months, but take care that you put it in a plastic sheet, that there comes not to frosting directly on the food, so it keeps fresh and healthy for the fishes and for the corals. The good thing is, calculate your food, what you need by day, then you do all in one ice cube or in 2 ice cubes, what you need by day. You can add it, throw it in the reef tank, and you're finished with the feeding. So you don't need a dosing pump or whatever else for all the different type of foods what you have. And they keep it fresh, which is very important when you want to have really good fatty acids. That's most important.
The do-it-yourself kit is available in the online shop, isn't it?
It's available in all stores in the US, a sample, or in the online store, or over Europe. So it's all over available where you can find Fauna Marin products also. Right.
Perfect. And the seafood is straight from the supermarket, or do you use
fish market, supermarket? You can use fish also. Look where you can get some special offers, occasions. If they are in the fish market, it becomes late, so they want to sell the stuff very fast. Choose a mixture. Always very good is where you have mussels inside, because mussels containing growth hormones, and they are very good for the corals and for the fishes to get a good grow. And when corals grow fast, they take all the nutrients out. The mixture, because you use stuff like the ocean plankton and the amino acids, it will reduce your nutrients automatically. Yeah, that's good when it's in the bottle. It will reduce your nutrients level automatically while feeding. It's not the food like usual when it's processed in a plant and you have wheat inside or whatever. That will bring all the nutrients into your reef tank where you have to fight with skimmers and with absorbers. With that type of food, you will have a reduction of nutrients, because one of the main important things after the elements are fresh and good and healthy fatty acids. It helps to prevent aggression between the fishes and that they pick up on the corals. It also helps to reduce the phosphate level. Very good. And due to the high protein level of that type of food and the fat level, the fish is starting to change their metabolism and take more ammonia out of the gills, which feed the corals directly. So you can feed the corals with small particles, which is in the food, and indirectly over the ammonium level. And that helps also when you start a reef tanker sample, that you have your cycling way better and more stable with a bigger variant of bacteria as you have before. As soon as you use only processed granule food, they're all good. That's not the point. But this is food on top, like you have in a good chef in a really good restaurant. That's the same difference. It is possible that the skimmer comes out a little bit stronger as usual, but that's a good sign. So reduce a little bit the food, or take two cubes the morning, afternoon, and then it's okay. So try it out. You can mix wherever you want. You will see that food will explode your reef aquarium, and you will give all fishes and corals will be happy. So stay there, have fun for cooking. Bye bye, till next time.